The whole point is, ladies and gentlemen, some of you have been around for a while. Bernard and Harry and the Carney Train of Nightmares and Elton and the Spaceman, the Antillas, pretty much killed a lot of your parents and friends and families a long time ago. And that's why the group of them crawled inside of children's beds and slept with them. Because they had already murdered pretty much and slaughtered everybody because they were dumb shits. So they had to breed with children. And then they trick your brains. That's what Harry and them do, because they were that big of dumb shits. They stole everybody's stuff and de-evolved it. Once they saw it evolve, Brian and them and those girls and them, those families evolve it, they came ramrodding fucking nightmares in everybody's brains. That's why Elton and them threw a tizzy fit, because it wasn't theirs. That's what the Negroes do. That's what the supposed Egyptians did, but it wasn't. That's why you guys are all backwards, because that's how they make you basically slaves. My father and some of them actually knew how to get out of that shit. But basically, that group of people slaughtered Jonestown and all them. That's what Carney did and Balafagomorad and Bernard did when they went down south there. Okay, because they knew lifts were happening. That's what Joe and some of us used to do. So they got jealous and they ramrodded fucking Carney Train down here. That's why I helped the girls, because they really have the super hottie chicks or whatever, because they have really no other choice, because that's all Bernard and the Freemans ever fucking did with the Antillas, is hold fucking children hostage because they're fucking rapists, con artists, and thieves. They ramrodded nightmares in people's heads. And then that fag that you guys think is a hero lifted his nasty, stank-ass face with Joe in fucking a black. That's why they got nailed to a gray and to a red. But most of you weren't around for that. But that's why he murdered children in the blue. And they did the same thing in Colorado. Just most of you weren't around for it. It's made to try to create communities the way we should have lived. But they don't let you all. That's why Faggotoid likes to play God and be Christian. Because he has a way to do it. But he has to pay shitloads of money to maintain it. That's why they sink you all out. To try to derive money out of you, so you guys beg for forgiveness, so you worship them. That's what the Carney Train, Red Randy, and the inbreeds do when they get broke and mommy and daddy don't want to pay for their shit no more. That's the way they work. But they pretty much slaughtered most of you people's friends and family a long time ago. That's what the Indian woman and Perlita and Karen keep covering up. They were mass murderers because supposedly Perlita and fucking Dave were the greatest beings on the face of the earth. But really, they're the nastiest shit stank known to exist. And they basically did the same thing down south with Ellery. That's why they're inbreed and Ellery keeps trying to repeat and shit. Because they stole my idea. And then they propped in their old faggotry there of Antilla. And they ripped that shit out with the Harry and the Cowboys. Now that homestead and all that may still exist down there. But it's very, very exclusive. But they're pedophiles. They're rapists. That's why they have the big G there. And that's what Indian Woman and them get paid for, is to cover up that shit mess. But yeah, they pretty much slaughtered you people's entire families. And that's why they have the crowds of the Balafagomorad and fucking hippies moving through the fucking world. Grateful Dead. That's why they carry a shit mess. An Episcopal man thinks he's the ruler of the earth, but really he's covering for the pedophile faggotative sickness of the Robo Knight and Ramona. So, bedbugs, pass the infection. So they like living that way. But I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, they're not the leaders or rulers of the earth. They're doing it to supposedly rebuild Joe's fucking nasty shit farm. But he was a rapist there. That's why they call him the Bridges. Point is, that group of people, kids, ladies and gentlemen, and some of you already know, because they used the Carney Circus. It wasn't supposed to be for war, but they used it to steal. That's why Red Randy's back and forth caught, because he fucked with the wrong Judah cheeks. So Red Randy, you can make up whatever Christian story of redemption that you want in movies and your hack with the Negroes for fucking Harry. But I'm telling you, what you guys did was the dumbest fucking shit in the world. Was there a real one? Yes. But Dave Fagomorad and half of them weren't even around for it. Like I said, it's basically between Me and 2 other men, but I was a child when Ellery and them fucking did that nasty ass shit with Harry, and that's why they're obsessed with Bailey and them. But the fucking thing is, once they destroyed it and fucked it all up, they birthed it. So that's why I say, let the oppressor win, because they're already been looking like dumb fucks for a long time, because they birthed through those girls after they stole them. That's why those men's obsession is as big as it is, because Bernard lives some fucking faggotary theory that he'll become one if he fucking obsesses long enough, just like the baldy Negro's trying to do. But, once you destroy certain things, it doesn't work. But, ladies and gentlemen, that group of people in Carney's pretty much slaughtered most of your family members while sleeping, but Harry and them won't tell you, but that's what happened up in the northeast corner. And that's what Perlita and Dave keep trying to go up there and fucking lie to everybody about. That's why another friend of mine, basically his father, got sick and tired of the group of them going fucking up there. But yes, it was once evolved. They were working on putting it all in for you people, but for some fucking dumb reason, you guys keep worshiping that dumb shit who is a prison fag, and he hasn't really done anything for the world other than, ruin everything. So if you want to keep worshiping that dumb shit like Karen and them always do, you all can, but you'll have to live in pain and misery of the carny of the dumb fuck and half the shit that they've put in that none of you really need. And the reasons why they did it is because so they could steal from the South, because that's kind of where we all were. That's kind of where I was born. But Bernard LaFagolachance thinks he's the great scientist discoverer of the world with the oyster cracker man and the Antillas, but they never really were. They're the lying, grifting thieves. So if you want, Aaron, you want to keep trusting those idiots, but the thing is, guys, when you cross that border to play with, their stuff, they kind of figured out that's what you guys are trying to do again, so there's probably a good chance that you guys are fucked for life anyway. So again, when you guys screw with my relatives, and they know, you're going to have problems, Bernard LaFagolachance, because they know you're stealing blacks and lifting illegally anyway. So don't talk shit about other people who have more experience about the world, Bernard, because once the group of you do and you keep asserting that you're the ruler of it, they're actually making you look like the dumbest fucking shit to ever live.